I would say definitely not a rematch. I mean, I made him quit on the stool. It's not like there was, he hurt me. I think it was 3-1. I've done 3 rounds to 1. You know, in any election, that's a domination.
The 3 doctors and the ref, Ilia really wanted to continue. And then, and I actually think he probably won that round too.
Yeah.
That he went into.
Round
and
4?
His corner, I think, stopped the fight, and props to them.
Justin Gaethje has dismissed the possibility of an immediate rematch with Ilia Topuria following his championship victory in the main event of UFC Freedom 250 after capturing the lightweight title. Gaethje also criticized Topuria's performance, intensifying debate throughout the division. With the lightweight landscape rapidly evolving, fighters and analysts have begun taking sides, while the White House South Lawn provided the historic setting for one of the most memorable events in UFC history.
He has 0 quit in him. It doesn't exist. Like, if you're looking for quit, you go into a room, it's empty. The quit room has no one in it. There's nothing in there. He's not going to quit. He can lose because he's a human, but he's not going to quit. And he's also been into the deep trenches before. The deep trenches of these 5-round, chaotic, insane battles. And oddly, he thrives in those kind of battles. He's described as the most violent man in the most violent sport.
Joe Rogan believes Justin Gaethje's victory was so surprising because it defied the expectations many fans had before the fight. Throughout his career, Gaethje has built a reputation for thriving in chaotic battles, repeatedly overcoming adversity against elite opponents. Many expected him to be the one absorbing punishment, but instead he consistently forced Ilia Topuria onto the defensive and controlled the momentum of the fight. The extent of the damage became even more apparent after the event, when Dana White addressed the media and reflected on the outcome.
The 3 doctors and the ref, Ilia really wanted to continue, and then and I actually think he probably won that round too.
Yeah.
That he went into.
Round
and
4?
Then his corner, I think, stopped the fight, and props to them. I would never say anything. Listen, if you're thinking about retiring and that's what you want to do, you know, it's probably what you should do. But on the flip side, you just beat an undefeated badass, you know, decisively. Finished him, and I don't know, it's just something that he needs to work out with you know, himself and his own mind, and with his family, obviously.
Yeah, Ilia's in the hospital. He's busted up. You know, I'm not a doctor, but his eye looked like he probably has a broken orbital. I don't know that's not a fact, but I'm just assuming. And my plans for him are to go home and rest and recover and take his time. And you know, tonight was a rough night for him. I just want to make sure he's healthy and good, and not even thinking about him fighting again. Just want him to go home and relax and rest.
According to Dana White, Ilia Topuria wanted to continue fighting, but his corner made the decision to stop the contest. In hindsight, White suggested it was the right call, revealing that Topuria was taken to the hospital after the fight with significant facial injuries and a suspected orbital fracture. The outcome has fueled debate among fans, with some arguing that Topuria deserves a rematch because he never gave up, while others believe the damage inflicted by Justin Gaethje showed why an immediate rematch is unnecessary.
His immediate reaction after beating Ilia Topuria.
Trying to enjoy this moment, and yeah, it was such a crazy ride. We had a lot of delays, a couple of the like the rehearsal. Again, I wouldn't recommend this to my enemy. We are some of the toughest people on this earth. The body shots were crazy. I mean, he was really, really fast, but you know, when he didn't get the finish at the end of the second round, I think it really took his spirit. And, you know, again, I said it in the press conference leading up. I was like, he really backed himself into a corner saying he's going to be so dominant. And I said it. When we go to the second round, you're going to be like, what the fuck? When we go to the third round, you're going to be like, what the fuck? And, you know, that's what I did tonight.
Did you feel he was broken after he didn't get that finish?
I never felt he was broken because he was so dangerous at the whole time. But in the third round, when I started landing those jabs, when he started finding his back foot, I knew something was different.
Alex Pereira's first reaction op de Wilgaan.
Ilia's going to try for a rematch?
No, he doesn't get a rematch. He can try, but he doesn't get one.
Wow.
He quit on the stool. He quit twice. I stopped him twice. What else do I have to do? His next challenge can't be me. He needs to fight Patty or someone like that.
Justin Gaethje believes the turning point in the fight was not a single punch or round, but a shift in Ilia Topuria's confidence. In Gaethje's view, the momentum changed once Topuria was unable to secure the finish, and the fight entered unfamiliar territory. For much of his career, Topuria had overwhelmed elite opponents, and early in the contest it appeared he might do the same again. However, as the fight progressed, Gaethje felt Topuria's confidence begin to fade despite the constant pressure and danger. That has fueled an ongoing debate among fans. If Topuria wanted to continue and his corner stopped the fight, does he deserve another title shot? Or did Gaethje's performance settle the rivalry once and for all?
That was the greatest fight of all time. It literally was the greatest fight of all time. Because the guy that won it, Justin Gaethje, was in many books 6-1 favorite, 6-1 underdog rather, which is crazy odds for a guy that was a interim lightweight champion, fought the best of the best, one of the best to ever do it, BMF champion. I mean, just super durable, real dangerous guy. And that's how good Ilia Topuria is. That's how good Ilia Topuria is. Ilia Topuria, in many people's eyes, is the most skilled of the new generation, and the new generation is the most skilled of all time. And Ilia was like the top of the mountain. And most people thought that he was going to be too much, and he was too much for a while. And he almost took Justin out in the second round. And then Justin rallied. And then Ilia, it looked like he got really damaged in either the first or the second round, and he was having real trouble seeing out of one of his eyes. And then Justin started landing bombs in the third round. Ilia had slowed down quite a bit. It looked like he had really tried to finish Justin in the second. And sometimes when you try to finish a guy, you just hit the gas way too much and you can't recover in between rounds. And Justin recovered, and Justin started battering Ilia in the third and fourth. And by the end of the fourth round, Ilia quit on his stool. He couldn't see out of either eye. He had gotten kneed into the body real bad when he was on the ground. Justin had him down with his two hands and just smashed a knee into his rib cage, and you could see him go like that. And that was the end of the round. And then he had to retire on his stool. And you think
he broke a rib?
That probably could have happened, but I think maybe more significantly was the eye damage. Both of his eyes were swollen shut. His nose was fucked up. He'd taken so many punches to the face, and it looked like perhaps orbital damage, like maybe he had a fractured orbital, because his whole thing had just swollen up on both sides. He was unrecognizable. And, the guy hung in there as long as he could. But when you can't see, you can't see. And when you're that battered, sometimes it's smart to stop. And he's a very smart guy, and I think he realized, I can't defend myself right now. I can't see.
This fight continues to dominate discussion because Justin Gaethje did far more than win. He defeated a fighter many believed was nearly unbeatable. Entering the bout, Ilia Topuria was widely regarded as the future of the lightweight division and one of the sport's most dominant champions. That's why Joe Rogan's praise for the contest carries so much significance. In his view, this was not the result of a lucky punch or a controversial decision, but of a veteran overcoming one of the toughest challenges of his career through resilience, adjustments, and experience. As fans celebrated one of the biggest upsets in recent UFC history, attention quickly shifted to Topuria's condition, with growing concern over the extent of the injuries he sustained during the fight.